the fourth confirmations in order to enter into a trade. If you enter a trade after the first breakout occurs, then our probability of hitting a stop loss is very high. These retail traders too wait for a single confirmation. They get a single confirmation and enter the trade and get stopped out. Many retail traders do not even get confirmation. They just draw a zone and enter the trade. This is a very big mistake. Alright, we hit the take profit. We are going to be entering into a trade after the next Asian session, specifically after the next day's Asian session. Alright. The next Asian session opens at 3. And at 7, it closes. Yes. The market hasn't made any breakouts, and therefore the Asia high and Asia low will act as liquidity. If the Asia high is swept, the market moves to the Asia low. All right. All right, the Asia high is swept, and we need to find a key level. For this, we switch to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour. All right. Resistance. Resistance. Invalid resistance. Invalid zone. And open candle level. Imbalance. The open candle level is also not showing on my broker, the areas where the market opened. And this resistance on the 4-hour is invalid. This open candle level. Right now we have 2 K levels. This is the first one. This open candle level, meaning the daily open candle. At the moment, this broker is not showing it for me on my end. Open candle level, and this one was also an open candle level on the 4-hour. Over here is an order block. The first K level and the second K level. Asia low liquidity, Asia high. All right, of course we will wait for the confirmation on the 1-minute time frame. market has officially reached our first K level. If it gives confirmation, we will enter the trade. Alright, look. Even when there is a breakout, the market can still deceive you. Right now there hasn't been a breakout here. You might think a breakout happened, but it's not a breakout. In order for it to be a breakout, this candlestick right here needs to close not with its shadow, but with its actual body. If it closes with its body, it is considered a breakout. If it closes with its shadow, this is not a breakout. It's not considered a breakout. All right. There was no breakout here either. If this candle breaks through, then it might be a breakout. The breakout. And we can also consider these as fake breakouts. Fake breakout. The reason is, I'll explain it one more time. Liquidity sweep and breakout. When there's a breakout, this candle shouldn't close with its wick. Here it closed with its whiff. It must close with its body, with its body. If it closes with its body like this, it's considered a breakout. And to wait for a breakout to happen, we must wait for this candle as well. Now, this doesn't work. This zone doesn't work anymore. This is considered invalid, and if it breaks this with its body, the market will break out. This didn't break either. This is also invalid, meaning this is manipulation. The market is manipulating, and the next candle broke it with its body. After moving with its body, meaning this became a breakout. Breakout. All right. A form of inducement. Inducement. All right. And breakout. And on M1, if we got a breakout or confirmation on M1, we must switch to M5 and then look for it according to the strategy. Resistance. Open candle level or QL mode, and we switch to M1. All right, now we remove it. All right, order block. Let it stay and we have an order block. And it will be at our take profit. And our first take profit is the closest meaning liquid, considered liquid. This is also considered external range liquidity now. Stop loss, valid low, take profit, and the first take profit is external range liquidity and full take profit. Not. Okay, the first take profit was hit, meaning almost 5 risk reward, meaning if you risk another 1%, you'll see a 5% profit. Okay, and our full take profit is Asia low. Asia low. And of course, after the first take profit is reached, you will need to sell 50% of your open trades. Of course, this is a choice, depending on your preference and break even. Meaning you need to secure your open trades, meaning you have to move your stop loss. Okay. First take profit was hit 1 to 5 risk reward, but it didn't hit the full take profit. Of course, this happens too, always. The market doesn't always move as we predict. We don't know what will happen in the market. We simply analyze it. Okay, now the next Asia set. We wait for the next Asia session. Liquidity sweep and breakout. And Asia high was taken out. This is also considered a breakout. Okay. And we draw a FIBO. If the trend is a buy, low from the low to the high, and for the 0.5 and 0.25 zones, there is liquidity. It's considered liquid. In other words, we should always make sure to trade after liquidity. Okay, key level, key level. Support. Support zone. Now we're just waiting for the confirmation. Okay. This also managed to take out Ozyalov as well. Now, in a situation like this, we are not going to enter into a trade. And for the next Asia session, we wait. Come on, let's take a look. Liquidity sweep and breakout. And Asia low. Asia low was also taken out. And now we draw FIBO. FIBO to the 0.5 and 0.25 zones. Alright, we don't consider this liquidity because resistance from the resistance, it is getting a reaction. And resistance level. One hour. Alright, let's switch and see. On the 1 hour as well, it matches the resistance. Let's switch to the 5 minute and see. Alright, now let's switch to the 1 minute and see. But on the 1 minute, this is considered invalid. The reason is this is resistance on the 1 hour and resistance on the 15 minute too. You can see today the market is coming and pulling back, giving a reaction. That is, we have resistance. It has worked out in our resistance zone, which means it might look valid on a higher time frame, but you should also switch over to a lower time frame to check it more thoroughly. Alright, fine. Breakout. Order block. This is a valid order block. Inducement. Inducement. If the market comes here and gives confirmation, we can enter a buy. But here too, there was a liquidity sweep. This is an inducement. We can consider this an inducement too, but this is high risk. High risk. If the market gives confirmation, we can try taking the risk.